We are starting strong. Congratulations to the Sleep team, who launched their game Bulanci into early access at this very moment. What an opening of tonight's show. Hello and welcome to our second edition of the Czech and Slovak Direct Showcase, where we will present updates on all the latest games made in Czechia and Slovakia. We have an exciting showcase of more than 30 new games, many surprising world premieres, and never-before-seen gameplay. I'm your host, Chris Niosi, and this is the Czech and Slovak Direct Showcase 2022. Let's dive in.
Coming soon.
In Scarlet Deer Inn, each character frame is physically embroidered, and the music is made using traditional instruments. In addition, the game will feature an emotional story and a dark underground full of monsters, all in a medieval setting inspired by Slavic folklore. Next up is our first big surprise of the show, so those of you who are lovers of original pixel art games, get ready.
World premiere.
Hello gamers, my name is Karel Matějka, and I would like to share some info about incoming precision platformer called Bzd, which I am currently developing. With this project, I wanted to pay tribute to all the much loved games from 80s, which I grew on, and they were the reason why I started making games. So one day, I said to myself, wouldn't it be cool to time travel back to the golden era of arcade games and enjoy it again? Well, not literally. What can you expect from the game? Nice and colorful pixel art graphics, tons of animations, a story full of twists, catchy soundtrack, and the most importantly, absolutely precise controls, which are crucial for this genre, and I feel the growing Bzd community is already a living proof of that. Players are sending me speedrun videos, they are beating each other records, and they are sending me ideas on how to improve the game even more. Thank you very much for that. Maybe you are curious why the game is called Bzd. Well, one of the reasons is that the game is full of traps, especially electric ones, and the sound of electricity reminds me of Bzd. I am planning to release the game next year. For now, you can try a demo on Steam, add the game to your wishlist, or click the follow button on the Bzd store page. And now I have something very, very special made exclusively for this occasion, a new gameplay trailer. Enjoy it.
This game, titled Bzzz, is a colorful pixel art precision platformer, and it's coming to Steam next year. And you can even try out the demo right now, so go check out the Steam page for more information. I know, so many building strategy games, but none of them are happening on the asteroid. As they say, there's a first time for everything.
Developer Update.
Hello everyone and welcome to Factoroid's presentation. My name is Jan Žižka and I'm the creator of this game. The story of the game is set in a near future in times of early exploration and colonization of the solar system. Factoroids is a 3D factory building and automation game. With a small army of automated robots, your task is to establish a mining colony on the surface of an asteroid, extract resources, process them, and complete various objectives. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to wishlist Factoroids, try out the free demo, or get the early access version of the game. Thanks for watching.
Factoroids is a 3D factory building game about asteroid mining in space. Since the game is already in early access, you can check it out today. I know we're going pretty fast and we have many more trailers ahead, so that's why we have these friendly QR codes on the screen. You can scan them using your mobile device to get every game quickly. Let's slow down and look back at how Czechia's most historical game adventure is doing after the release.
Developer Update.
Hi, it is my great pleasure to talk here at Direct about Svoboda 1945 Liberation, which is a game we at Charles Games have been working for the past few years, and we have just won an Indicate Grand Jury Award, which I am eternally grateful for. And in this little talk, I want to briefly outline our approach to history, because Svoboda 1945 Liberation, which you see behind me, is a game that takes place in a real historical context, in the post-war chaos at the Czech-German borderlands. It's a game that thematizes racial and ethnic injustices, the post-war reconciliation, and also the rise of totalitarian and dictator regime of Czech communism. To ensure that we tackle those topics, which are very contested in some way and very emotional, we have decided on a particular approach to history. First of all, we decided to make the history authentic as possible. That does not only mean that every little piece of equipment, be it a car, be it a gun, be it a helmet, is historically accurate and researched, but we have also drawn heavily from actual witness testimonies. And we made it in a way that each of our characters is fictional, but everything that happened to them happened to somebody. So we always have a concrete story of somebody who actually lived through the times to pinpoint to a particular storyline. And this was ensured thanks to our great historians from the Czech Academy of Sciences, which made a great and also a tedious and meticulous work of researching all this stuff. We also put a very strong emphasis on multi-perspectivity. By that I mean that we don't tell you what is right or wrong. For example, in a game we have the expulsion of Sudeten Germans, which is a very contested topic with the different interpretations, but we don't tell you if it was a just or unjust act. We present to you 6 or even more different interpretations and views of those events, and we leave a space for you to make your own decision, to reflect by yourself on the history that is still touching us today. we have also partnered with the Czech National Film Archive to present to the global audience a very unique set of the archival footage from the post-war period for the first time ever. So we have different layers of history being present in the game. We also didn't want to let players play history. I mean, it is tempting to ask yourself what would have happened if Nazi Germany won or something like that, but we leave that to pop culture. Shout out to Man in High Castle. But we decided to keep the history intact. So when you are packing before the expulsion in our game, you are not actually deciding the course of history. You are more. It's more about living through the history through the eyes of our witnesses, which do recall their own memories in forms of interactive comics and mini games we have in the game. And I want to stop at the end with a special scene we have in the game, which is a collectivization farm scene where we actually subvert the expectations of the farm builder genre, where we let you build your own farm and manage it in a very abstract simulation where you're buying fields, harvesting crops, buying stock and selling, investing and stuff like that. But gradually you will be under pressure from the collectivization efforts of the communist regime, and it's up to you for how long you will be able to hold out. But in the end, you will be defeated, because in 1948 or after 1948, the private farmers were forced to enter the collective farm associations. So this is something where we really utilize the potential of games to not only tell you about the story, but help you live through the story. And I think we are proud of what we've done at Charles Games. I'll be happy if you play our game, if you give it a look, and let us know what you think about our particular approach to the history that is still touching us all. And just a little note at the end. I'm really grateful that our game is finding its global audience, because it's a testament to the fact that even though we deal with a very special and local history of the Czech-German borderlands, the topics we deal with, be it a historical reconciliation or coming to terms with your own dark family history, those topics are in fact universal and indicate a world, and also being here at Czech Games Week is a testament to that. So thank you so much, and thank you for all the organizers. It's great to be here.
Coming soon.
We interrupt the broadcast to bring you news from the glorious state of Latvia. We are fulfilling the plan at 150%. The bureaucracy flows, mining is at a record high, oil is plentiful, and the citizens are happy. Our state is a tireless machine, and the future is more bright than ever. Remember, all you need is law. Glory to the state. glory to Lorthia. But beware, the number of resistance members is rising, due to their new secret weapon, long-range connectivity.
We had Silicomrades in last year's Direct, and it's impressive to see how much progress the team behind this game has made. This pencil-drawn co-op shooter for 2 players with ever-action-changing gameplay will be available next year.
Coming soon.
Hi best community ever, I'm Polly. I'm asset lead for new upcoming DLC for American Truck Simulator here at SCS Software, and we would like to introduce you our new project we are working on, the DLC Oklahoma.
From the grand American highways running through the hills of dusk red rock to leading cities bustling with culture, landmarks, and businesses, Oklahoma is undoubtedly ready for American Truck Simulator. Visit the Steam page and add the DLC to your Steam wishlist. You know, as an American myself, I would never guess that the best truck simulator comes from Czechia, but I'm already excited about the other surprises coming up. What's next?
Coming soon.
In Near the Fear, you'll find yourself in a nightmarish, surreal world which has been overgrown with corruption. You desperately want to escape this wretched place. Near the Fear is a racing game, but not your typical one. You are not trying to overtake any opponents, instead you are driving to survive from an ominous darkness that is always following you. And it's also a roguelite, so how does that work? The run in Near the Fear consists of beating multiple procedurally generated tracks in one world. There are multiple worlds, each with different theme and aesthetics, resembling different sources of human fear. The tracks are full of danger and you will fail a lot at first. But failure means progress here. In fact, you are rewarded for it. Together with collected resources, you will unlock different upgrades that support your playstyle and help you try again with new knowledge and perspective. Everything is trying to stop you, but you can fight back with your abilities. You can choose either to clear the corruption or avoid it. Each approach has its consequences, and this is reflected in a game mechanic that I call world balance. If you are constantly avoiding the danger, the world balance will shift to negative, and your perception of the world will change accordingly. The tracks themselves will change. They will contain even more danger, barriers previously in place can be missing, and also the environments will have visually darker tone. On the other hand, if you mostly confront the danger and clear the corruption, world balance will shift to positive, meaning the tracks will have lighter, more harmonic tone and can contain special power-ups. If this piqued your interest and would like to know more about the game, you can check the Steam page, maybe wishlist it, and also Twitter. Thanks! One last thing before I go, or two maybe. The game will be releasing next year for PC, and you can expect demo in the closest Steam Next Fest. Also, I will be supporting the Steam Deck version, since it's a really good fit for the game, and in fact it's running pretty flawlessly on it already. Thank you for any support you show for the game, it's really appreciated.
Near the Fear is a roguelite racing game with mechanics reflecting real-world techniques of dealing with fear. That's a new one. And if you're fearless enough, you can check out the demo and test this game for free right now. Or maybe you could wait on the following title, which sets you in a very mysterious labyrinth. If you really want to tickle your brain cells, then Shy Eye Labyrinth: The Incredible Mystery is for you. Explore the different parts of the world, find runes to open gates, complete time challenges, and unravel the mystery of the Shy Eye. And now, let's look at brand new gameplay from an upcoming unique first-person shooter.
World premiere.
Hi, I'm Vojta.
And I am Philip from Philosoph Studio.
And together with 6 other people, we are working on a game called Macho,
which is the first ever match-free FPS.
It's as family-friendly as Candy Crush,
but still as frenetic and action-packed as Doom.
In Macho, you can't just shoot and kill enemies. You need to always find at least 3 bugs of the same color in the arena.
When you find and tag at least 3 of them, they create a match, explode, and disappear.
Gotcha! You can also keep tagging and make huge combos and chain reactions, or use power-ups like Splash Bomb, which can change the color of the bugs.
Or Match Bomb, which tags multiple bugs with one explosion.
Since we also love fast and fluid traversal, the game has a versatile movement system.
You can slide, double jump, dash in any direction you like, and combine everything together with wall running.
You will stand against different types of bugs. Some of them are easy to tag, but some might require a more complex approach.
For example, there is a bug which has warts on its back, and you need to firstly weaken the bug and then attack it.
Or the Bombardier, which is shooting a lot of projectiles at you. Dodging a Bombardier in the arena is easy, but imagine having 5 of them firing at you and it gets wild very quickly.
Ooh, my favorite bugs are white mines, which don't have any color at first. You need to color them with a splash bomb first before you can match them.
And that's just a small slice of what we have planned. We've got many surprises stored for later, and we'll talk about them once we get closer to the launch next year.
Before we say goodbye, we wanted to share a small clip from our story campaign, which follows the life of Max, who's on his quest to save the world and find a cure for his illness.
Thank you and enjoy.
Come on, Max is coming.
There he is. He looks okay. Maybe too okay. Boy, could this whole mission be a setup?
Damn.
Well, even if it is, guess I'll just follow the script for now. He's got a special shield around him. That'll probably be his excuse for not being able to leave. Ah! Ugh! My hands. I need to rest. If I overexert my condition. I think now they're expecting me to start up a fight. But that might not end well for me. Let's change up the rules a bit. I'm gonna try sneaking up on the general.
Ow! Damn.
If I can interact with the bug's technology, that means I can take it down too.
Stupid bugs!
Just my luck that I'm the only guy that can pull off this job.
What do they want from me?
When I get back to Triagon, I should write a bug report about all their bot security. They're making this too easy for me. I can even see the projection of their scanners. Psst. Hey!
Max, you're really here.
Oh, are we still? Oh, General! I had such a super spy approach, I was practically invisible. How am I supposed to find out how to turn off the force field without a fight? Which I'm sure is coming next.
What the...
Yeah, I know. Too bad that I still can't understand a single thing you're saying. All right, Justin, just sit tight and enjoy the show. Bugs on guard.
Here I thought you were gonna run off at the first opportunity.
You know, I really wanted to just leave you here. That would have put a smile on my face. When I saw the mission briefing, I was looking forward to your next attempt to cure my illness.
What the hell are you talking about? This isn't a...
Seriously, I'm gonna hold you to that. Hey, Bugs, you wouldn't happen to know how to free the General from the force field? As expected.
When did you learn about your shooting ability?
When did you learn about my shooting ability?
Enough of this nonsense. Get your shit together. We're gonna have a talk after this fight.
Okay, whatever.
Max! You alright?
No. No. I am not. Okay. You're the last one. Let's finish you. What? Oh. That's how I let you out from the force field.
You actually did it. Great work. You don't believe in yourself enough, Max. From what I can tell, we won't be able to go back through the front door. Let's try the back, through the hallway over this way.
Sure, I'll meet you at the door.
Move, shoot, think. Connect everything in this revolutionary Match 3 FPS with combat mechanics that differentiate it from anything you've ever played before. You can now wishlist Macho on Steam, so you won't miss the release once the game comes out next year. Next up, someone told me there was a heist that had gone wrong. In this European cyberpunk story-driven RPG, you'll need to fix what you've messed up.
Coming soon.
My name is Ivan Kozman and I'm from a Bratislava-based indie studio, Double Quote Studio. In 2019 we have released our first game, Blood Will Be Spilled, and today I would like to present to you our next game called Heistgeist. Heistgeist is a narrative-focused RPG set in a cyberpunk vision of Central Europe. You follow the story of Alexandra, a professional thief for hire. After her last job went terribly bad, Alex is on the run from corporate assassins and an unhappy client, as she tries to put together a team of highly skilled specialists to pull off the heist of a lifetime. In Heistgeist, you plan and execute highly sophisticated heists for super secret prototypes and corporate intel. But even the best laid plans can sometimes get messy. If stealth is not an option, you fight guards in automated security systems in card-based battles. You build a deck suitable to your playstyle, play the right cards, and unleash powerful combinations on your enemies. But it wouldn't be a proper cyberpunk game without hacking. Make runs on corporate systems in our original reimagination of cyberspace with a special card-based puzzle mechanic. You break through strong barriers, dodge deadly ice, and run powerful programs and viruses to get to the servers full of valuable data. Our game takes place in an original post-cyberpunk world, based on a real location in a fictional version of Central Europe. Stories from this genre usually take place in the United States or Japan, but as we have only a second-hand knowledge of these places, mostly from other media, we decided to set the story in a setting we're best familiar with. It allows us to draw inspiration from the local iconic architecture and regional specifics. Heistgeist is coming to Steam and Nintendo Switch in late 2023. Be sure to follow us on social media and you can wishlist the game on Steam right now. Thank you.
World premiere.
Colonize combines a survival game and a building strategy game during the 17th century. And you can play Colonize Prologue for free and test what will come as a full version in 2023. The great thing about Czech and Slovak games is how original they can be. For example, this 3D action hack-and-slash roguelike is set in a sci-fi world made of cardboard. Reminds me of being a kid and playing pretend.
World premiere.
What's up everyone, it's Christoph from Mad Cookies. We're making a game called Cardboard Revival. It's a hack and slash action roguelite where you go and hack and slash, but we've also got a unique twist on it because we've got haggling mechanics. As a studio, we're 3 or 4 people, depending on the situation and the day, mostly programmers. We've also got game design and art and whatnot. But you know what, enough of me, let's go check out the game. That was the game in a couple shortcuts. Now let's take a look at the world of Cardboard. It's a hack and slash action roguelite where your primary weapon is a sword. You can slash, but you can also throw it. Once thrown, you have to either pick it up or wait for it to come back automatically. Right below the player you can see the stamina points used for dashing and the number of swords. No swords, no attack. The bandana shows health. The game boasts a number of exciting rooms within the dungeon. We have sword rooms, healing rooms, upgrade rooms, boss rooms, item sending rooms. More on that later. Once a room has been completed, you can choose from the available gates to strategize for what room suits your next step the best. Enemy types: ranged, static, suicidal, hammering, all kinds of things that will stand in your path. Find their pattern and see what you can do about it. There are more coming as well, so stay tuned for those. The game has two sorts of in-dungeon upgrades. One, which you get every time you level up. Two, found in the upgrade rooms. I mentioned those before. Do you remember? They differ in their effects and are used to define your build. Remember the item sending room? Items found in the dungeon need to be sent to your home in order for you to be able to haggle them away. In the process of haggling, you have to focus on the stats of the customers. Time, wealth, and mood, or the other way around. Mood, wealth, and time, they all matter and tell you how to carry out the deal. Aim for the highest price possible within the context of the buyer's stats. Now, money generated through the haggle allows you to buy permanent upgrades and new swords. Power to the metagame. Let's go. Alright, thank you for watching. That was Cardboard Revival in its full beauty, though we'll let you discover the rest of it yourselves. You can wishlist the game now on Steam, and be sure to visit our Discord as well.
Developer Update.
Hello, Games Direct 2022 has given us an opportunity to show off our new game, The Last Oricru. Now, if you don't know what The Last Oricru is, all will be explained in this video. The Last Oricru is an action-adventure RPG with a strong focus on the narrative and rats.
You shall be the champion of Naboru?
Yeah, there's massive rats. You're gonna love it. You play as Silver, a man who was woken up on the planet of Wardenia with absolutely no knowledge of how he got there.
We shall call you Silver, our regular naming proto. What? No, my name is... Oh, shit.
You come face to face with the warring Nabaru and Ratkin, and throughout the game you can side with either. Or you can become a mercenary and side with only yourself. The choice is yours. The Last Oricru is completely playable in not only online co-op, but also split screen on PC and consoles, and it allows you to take on Wardenia with a friend. One of my favourite things about playing in co-op is the fact that you can use a lightning staff. That lightning staff you can tether to another player, and then you can clothesline every enemy with the electricity. It's amazing. Now a little exclusive. We've been listening to our community. We read every single review. And yes, even the negative ones. I cried for hours. That was a tough night. And we're currently working on some things. Firstly, patch 1.1. This is going to be including something a lot of people have asked for: key bindings. Do you want to set I as your walk forward button? You can do it. Patch 1.1 is coming very soon on PC and consoles. And patch 1.2 is going to be coming before Christmas. And it includes a ton of amazing stuff. A map. No longer can Silver get lost, although if it's me playing, I always get lost, even with the map. Much like in real life, I literally have no idea where I am right now. These features and more are going to be coming to the game, and we are listening to everyone. So please make sure to follow us on Twitter at Oricru. So if you're looking for a brand new RPG to play, whether co-op or single player, The Last Oricru is for you. And it's available right now on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and of course, PC. And with that, thank you very much to Games Direct 2022 for showing off our video. So they probably want me to go now. The next game coming up, probably great. Go buy it. Go buy our game. Go buy the game that came before us. They're all really good.
Games out now.
Hello everyone, this is Samuel and Patrick, creators of Stanislav.
We really hope that you will enjoy our game. Now let's jump to it.
Hi, I'm Martin, and together with my team, we're making a game for you called NetSpectre. NetSpectre is a hacking roguelike, taking place in our own original cyberpunk universe. And the idea is for you to experience being a hacker in this cool, futuristic, slightly dark universe. That means feeling smart when you're hacking through networks. It means feeling resourceful when you're putting together your computer. It means feeling like you're actually living in this megacity, getting to know the people, freelancing for contracts, hustling all over town. It's going to be great. We're here with a brand new trailer showcasing our work in progress. So if you're excited about what you're going to see, please come wishlist NetSpectre on Steam, come join us on our Discord, and see you there. Thanks.
If you've ever been afraid of becoming a hacker, maybe it's better just to play as one. I'd know a thing or two about that, trust me. This definitely puts NetSpectre in our spotlight. You can add this hacker roguelite to your wish list right now. Last year we showed a sneak peek of the already released RPG, but today it's all about gameplay. So let's focus on what's new for Sacred Fire.
Developer Update.
Hi, this is Andrei, the lead developer on Sacred Fire, a text-based RPG inspired by the pen and paper role-playing game experience. So you get what you expect from a role-playing experience. You create your own character, you interact with intriguing companions, and you fight deadly battles, you loot, you level up. But we take role-playing a step further by throwing emotions into the mix. Yes, that's right, anger and fear influence each and every dice roll in the game, but so does your willpower. This way you get to strategize before each dice roll how much risk you want to take. So your goal in the game is to build a mind strong enough to survive a Roman invasion in ancient Caledonia. How will your story end? Will you save those close to you, or will you risk everything to make an empire bleed? The game is developed in early access, so don't hesitate and join us. Your voice is appreciated. Help us shape this experience into something extraordinary. To make sure this is a game for you, we offer a free demo, so you just know how much trouble you are getting yourself into. Cheers!
Thank you, Andre, for the presentation. The game Sacred Fire is still in active development and is available in early access. Check out the Steam page for more information.
World premiere.
The most terrifying demons we carry within us.
Once was a priest.
Semi-open world action-adventure Vranigraj will tell the story set in the period before the creation of Great Moravia. This is the first game of the newly created team based in Prague, Dire Badger Studio, and the game looks incredible. RPG lovers, definitely make sure to follow the developer on their Steam page.
Coming soon.
Hey guys, my name is Ondrej and I'm a solo developer of Artificial, a first-person physics-based puzzle platformer inspired by Portal and Half-Life series. Artificial takes place in the underground colony of asteroid 2031 XT, which is in the process of being captured and transferred into the Earth's orbit. This operation is suddenly interrupted by the appearance of the Corruption, an alien hive mind entity, which begins attacking the colonists and hunting down all the survivors. The game begins several months after this incident, with you, the player, returning from a scavenging mission, heading back to the last hidden base of the survivors. But that's enough for the story. Artificial heavily focuses on physical interaction with the environment and environmental puzzles. Everything is physics-based. Smaller objects can be grabbed and thrown to destroy logs, break planks, distract enemies, or disarm various traps from a safe distance. Heavy objects can be slowly dragged and repositioned to block lasers, weigh down platforms, or just to serve as a stepping stone for reaching an otherwise inaccessible place. You can interact with various levers and valves to control cranes and other intricate physics-based mechanisms, which are usually a big part of the environmental puzzles. However, not everything is about puzzles. Platforming and sneaking are also a big part of the gameplay. Artificial will be coming out in spring 2023, so don't forget to join our Discord and add the game to your wishlist.
Development of Artificial is finally going to be over. This atmospheric and exciting first-person puzzle platformer will be available in the first quarter of 2023. But if you don't want to wait for anything, you can try out the demo immediately. Download the demo for Artificial on the project Steam page.
Games out now.
Hi, my name is Jarda, founder of Mobiga. I'm a solo game dev and I have released my game Lightbringer. It's a 2D platform game with elements of micro-strategy, character development and survival. Simply put, during the day you have to collect, build, explore, and then at night you have to survive. If you know game Kingdom, you know what I'm talking about. I'm almost obsessed with creating something. It's always been my dream. So 2 years ago I started drawing, fulfilling my vision. And after almost 2000 hours, I dare to say that I managed to create a game that has spirit and own unique feeling. Here's the result. Just bring it.
You are shrouded in fear, in the depths of the abyss. The end is near. Death wants you to kiss. Ifyon is darker than before. The light has faded. There is no faith anymore. Left my heart tainted. You have to find a way. You have to fight. Let the pain slip away with all your might. You are the last hope before darkness falls tonight. Before everything you have loved will break. Just bring the light. Light bringer.
Welcome to your new village, my liege. It's not much yet, but under your leadership, it will surely soon become home to many craftsmen. And a sprawling hub of commerce, where people can still devote themselves to faith. The good life will attract those of noble heritage, too. Serve the crown well, pay your dues, and train an army to wage our wars. Rule justly, care for your subjects, keep order and peace. And your might and wisdom will be known across the lands.
Grow dynasties of medieval families and see them evolve and interact as you build their homes in this lighthearted yet complex pixel art city building strategy simulation. The game Lords and Villains is finally out of early access and has some very positive reviews. Congratulations! And now, allow me to introduce a brand new point-and-click adventure game based on the top-rated Slovak animated TV series.
World premiere.
The TV cartoon Mimi and Lisa is finally getting an interactive point-and-click adventure with mini-games for children's ages 4 to 8. They'll find new friendships and many ingenious puzzles to solve. The game is coming soon. We still have a few surprises left. Please let us know your thoughts about our second edition of this show in the comments. Your feedback will help us improve the next Direct Showcase. We always strive to present as many new games as possible, but there are just so many. Don't believe us? Take a look at this.
Update.
In Captain of Industry, your journey will start on an abandoned island with a small crew of loyal workers. In order to survive, you'll need to focus on building massive factories using a wide variety of vehicles and machinery. Start simple. Smelt iron, mix concrete, create construction parts, and grow food. Soon you will be able to expand into crude oil processing, electronics, solar panels, data centers, and even rockets. From basic farming to automated greenhouses, you will be able to grow a variety of crops. Ground fertility will degrade over time without the proper rotation of crops. With some chemical engineering, produce a wide variety of fertilizers to increase the yields of your farms. Using trucks and excavators, shape the terrain using our unique physics-based deformation engine. Digging through grass, dirt, and rock, you will be able to create deep mines in order to reach the most valuable resources. Each ground material has its own retention in physics, which will cave in unless retaining walls are built. Forges and casting buildings will transform these valuable materials into the basic building blocks of dozens of products. Utilizing pipes and refineries, create a vast oil refinement system to break crude oil into a dozen different types of fuel and byproducts. Captain of Industry's interface allows for rapid construction of factories with just a few clicks. Using the Transport Autopass system, quickly build belts and pipes with ease. Using copy and paste tools, duplicate previously created assembly lines in a flash. Sail into the open seas and discover the surrounding islands to uncover other settlements, resource-abundant islands, and oil rigs to secure and aid your colony. Research labs and lab equipment provide access to over 140 technologies. From new farming methods to discovering new byproducts, each one can help make your settlement more efficient and productive. There is so much more to Captain of Industry than what we could show here. If you'd like to learn more or give it a go, it is available in early access on Steam now. We are looking forward to seeing what you can build.
A team of 2 developers created a rich and insanely huge strategy game. You can help them by checking out the Steam page of Captain of Industry. Now, let's take a closer look at a game presented last year and its team finishing the work.
Coming soon.
Hi, I'm Roman from Nanopike and we are very excited to present you new gameplay footage and talk about features and updates we have for our game Galaxy Highways.
So in our game, the player is attacked by waves of enemies. Waves are spawned only when player is outside of main objective areas. By killing the wave, player can repair his ship, however, this cannot be done indefinitely as waves are increasingly powerful. You can choose from different ships with different stats and primary weapons. On top of that, you can unlock and upgrade secondary and special weapons in a separate research trees. Then, you can mount those weapons to any of your ships. We have a comic-style cutscenes with voiceover and story dialogues with different characters to tell the story. You cooperate with friendly characters to defeat enemies and you also protect them.
Currently, the game has all its levels, the story and everything, but we are still doing a lot of polishing and making it the best experience for players. The game will be out next year, but until then, add it to your wishlists and stay tuned for more updates, and the demo is coming soon to Steam. Thanks!
World premiere.
The Omegabot was released to the world in January of this year, but soon you'll be able to dodge metallic dangers and blast your way through a destroyed world full of deadly machines on consoles. Omegabot is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One on January 20th, 2023.
Hello, I'm Prokop Smetana, map DLC lead on Eurotrack Simulator's 2 newest DLC, West Balkans. Enjoy the video presentation, and I hope you will like what you see.
Alright everyone, that concludes our show. We want to thank all the developers who joined us for today's event. And of course, thank you, the players, viewers, and commentators. We organized the Czech and Slovak Direct Showcase to highlight talented developers in the competitive and noisy gaming world. And we hope that thanks to that, everybody who watched today's presentations found a hidden gem or two. And if not, maybe it'll be this one last thing.